Hey Tribe, for our hitting video for the week, we're going to look at four major league hitters and we're going to look at their swing in slow motion. And one of the things that we're going to talk about is the sequence of a good swing or the series of body movements that make up a good swing. What order does your elbow and hips and all of that take to take a good swing? And we've got a couple key thoughts that we're going to have, or key sayings that will help you as we look at these swings, as well as looking at some of the things that we've talked about the last couple weeks. But anyway, the first thing we're really going to look at is the back side of the hitter. And we're going to look at the back knee and the hands. And what we're going to say, what you're going to hear us say, is the back knee should beat the hands. And we'll see what that means in just a minute. But everything's going to go towards the pitcher here in just a second. But the back knee is going to go first before the hands go first. And then in the front side here, we're going to look at the belt loop. So the front belt loop here and the front shoulder. And so the front belt loop is going to beat the front shoulder. So again, knee beats hands, belt loop beats shoulder. So we're going to go watch the video here, and then it will slow motion for us, and we'll try to see if we can pinpoint these movements. It's going to slow it down a little bit more here. Okay, we'll get a little bit slower for us. Okay, so let's focus on that back knee. Back knee goes, hands go. Okay, notice, so that back knee, his back knee is already rotating, going towards the baseball. Those hands are still in a good hitting position. Okay, hands are back, hands are back, hands are back. Knee goes. Let me attack. Let's go. It should get a little slower here. Okay. Back knee goes, hands go. Okay. Now let's look at the front belt loop. This will be a good video here. So front belt loop is going, and then shoulder. So let's see if I can stop it here. Okay. So notice that front belt loop is opening up, but that front shoulder is still trying to stay on the baseball. Let's watch this one with the knee. Okay. Again, notice that back knee is going to start working forward, and this back elbow, this is what we'll call, it's slotting. It's getting kind of tucked in and toward the inside of our body there. Let's go. I think it should show one more. All right, here's a good one. So again, back knee is going to beat the hands. So knees going, hands are back. Okay, now let's watch this front belt loop. Belt loop is opening, starting to open, but that front shoulder is still on the baseball. Now, from last week, just briefly, and we'll look at this in the other hitters, let's watch the shoulders real quick. So when we get to post stride, okay, that's post stride right there. Watch his shoulders here, and watch the barrel of the bat path that it's going to take. His shoulders are going to be turning, and that bat is going to get in plane or on plane with the ball. Notice his hands, his shoulders and his turning is allowing his barrel to get there. He's not doing a lot with his hands here. That's something we've got to work on as young hitters. Okay, let's go for our Cardinal fans here. Let's look at Albert Pujols, one of the best hitters of all time. He's a little older now, but this is a little bit more in his prime. We're going to go here. Let's see if I can zoom ahead. Okay. We'll slow down. Okay. So again, focus on this back knee and the hands. So the back knee will beat the hands. Okay, back knee's going forward, hands are still in the same spot. Okay. Now let's look at that front belt loop. Front belt loop is starting to open. Again, notice how this is starting to open. That front shoulder staying in the same spot pretty much. Again, watch how his hands really are just kind of staying in that same spot. They're really not going back or anything towards the pitcher. All right, Mike Trout, he's probably the best hitter in the game right now consistently. Let's see what he's got for us. Back knee goes. It's like an inside pitch. This is a little bit harder to get to. All right, we're post stride. Okay. Now that knee, so his is pretty close here, but that back knee is going to start. My hands are still back in a good hitting position. Now that back elbow is slotted. Okay, now let's watch that front belt loop. Front belt loop is going. Okay, so see it's opening up. That front shoulder's still staying on. And then he'll finish his swing. Watch his shoulders here, like we talked last time with the bat path. Shoulders are going to kind of create that windmill type swing here. All right, one more hitter. Fernando Tatis Jr. Okay, so he's an up-and-coming star, one of the really great hitters of today's game. Let's see what he's got for us. Back knee goes. There's the hands. All right, we'll slow it down a little bit. Again, watch the back knee. It's going to go first. Okay, he's at toe touch or at post stride. There's the back knee going. Hands are still there. Now let's look at the belt loop. Okay, so again, look at his front shoulder. His front shoulder is still staying closed. And that belt loop and those hips are going to open. So it's open. It beat the shoulders. The shoulders will follow and get into that hitting position. One of the last things I want you to watch, and this is something we're going to talk about as we go forward, and the step back drill really is kind of an emphasis on this. So another drill that we've done, watch, this is the last thing here, watch their back foot. Every hitter, their back foot, let's see if we can, right about the time they make contact. Actually, I'll go to a little faster here. Let's play it here. Okay, watch his back foot. It slightly comes off the ground. It doesn't come off the ground as much as the others, you'll see. Okay, so it's kind of coming straight up. Let's watch Mike Trout here. His back foot's coming up off the ground. Tatis, same thing here. Watch it contact. His foot's coming off the ground. If we go back to Pujols, we would see the same thing. And really, what that's kind of showing is they're not just leaning back on their back leg. They are creating a head-on collision at contact, and that's something we want to do. So I encourage you, I know this video has went for a few minutes here. I encourage you to go back or go on YouTube and watch slow motion swings of major league hitters and think about the drills and everything that we've done and how that can be seen in these swings. So I hope this is helpful, but I do challenge you, go to YouTube and look up videos and see what you can find and see how the drills we are doing are correlating to a good swing. Thanks, guys.